starting so they can hear your audio. Okay, Twitch has accepted your stream.
Nice.
YouTube has accepted your stream. Facebook has accepted your stream.
Oh my God, Facebook decided to be nice.
Okay, I need you to look at the counter on the screen.
Hang on a second. Okay.
Okay. When it says on the air, you're on the air, okay?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mixed World with my guest, Deadpool. And another night of comedy. We'll see how far this one gets us.
A lot farther than last time.
Well, yeah, because you're not dead exhausted yet.
I might be.
You might be.
But I'm still here to pick on you. Oh, he's confused already.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to... Oh, I'm having one of those days. I'm trying to get people to share. So, if anybody wants to call in, the number 716-400-0738. And we'll start out with everybody's favorite subject. Where is Deadpool going to be next?
Next weekend, I'll be in Rochester at Annie Bash. I forgot where it's at, but you can check my website, 716pool.com. I know it's in Rochester at a park. It's 2 days outside, Saturday and Sunday. The following week, though, I'll be in Clayton, New York at AnchorCon. We have a nice little photo booth set up, along with my sales booth. Be right next to Starford Sabres with their sabers. And yes, we will be having fun.
I figured you were going to be having fun.
It's going to be a no holds barred weekend. Maybe no holds barred weekend. I don't know.
So, I know you got an announcement for coming up, so...
I do. I have been formally invited to, I forgot the name of it, Syracuse Collectors Con, next March 16th and 17th of 2024. We'll be at the New York State Fairgrounds in Syracuse, New York. Along with me there'll be 7 Power Rangers, 3 wrestlers, some Ninja Turtles.
Some Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
The heroes on a half show, you know. Speaking of the teenage... Yeah.
Holy crap, his tongue is tied so much, he's just spit his lunch out.
Speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they their movie came out, I guess, this week, and
Mick's trying to play with their balls.
Shredder's army is at
A theater. The Regal? Man, this smoke is going today, boy.
No, I'm just
This guy's gonna start
Shredder's
a freaking
and
forest fire
Shredder's
tonight.
army is at Quaker's Run in I don't know where it's West Seneca, I think it is.
I'm looking.
And- Yes, Nick, it was. That probably will get blocked out, but wasn't loud enough to come across the air. Now you got to make it. Now I got to make it to the state fair. Well, hey, well, they're going to be at the fairgrounds. They're not going to be at the state fair. They're going to having a convention out there out there.
All right. It's at 3450 Amelia Drive in Orchard Park, Quaker Cross, the Regal Quaker Crossing at 3450 Amelia Drive in Orchard Park, New York, for the premiere of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hey, look, we gave their movie a free plug.
I'll give you a plug in a minute. Dot you in the eye.
No.
Mick is hiding his lotion and his tissues over there. I walked in at the wrong time tonight.
Still got to go to make kiddo see him. Now you're in trouble.
Kiddo, see who?
You.
See me where?
at the Syracuse Collectors Con.
Oh, you.
Well, actually, no. If you come to Flower City Comic Con
next month,
you'll see him up at Flower City Comic Con. And that's even closer. That's in Greece, New York. Or as
Was
they
the
like to
open
put,
music copyrighted? I don't care if the open music's copyrighted. I'm Deadpool. I will do what I want.
hey, his comments are actually showing up. That'll make him happy. Richard. Yeah. That Nick guy's comics or things might need some puppetry here, even though For the Love of Puppets is not on the air. They weren't on the air for the simple fact Ogre was busy. Ogre's been on vacation, and the puppets were doing
Blowjobs.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. We still gotta get Kiddo to see him. Does she like Deadpool?
I will not be dressed as Deadpool tomorrow.
That's my friend Kelly that
I know.
we're gonna meet up with tomorrow.
My wife won't let me dress as Deadpool tomorrow. I have to go normal
Mama said no.
tomorrow. Tomorrow's just normal me, sarcastic asshole without the suit.
Wait a second. You're never normal.
Well, I don't change my attitude with or without the suit. They just think it's funny when I got the suit on. You even laugh more at me when I got the suit on than you do when I don't have the suit on.
It's kind of funny because actually,
He lost his train of thought again.
No, I didn't lose my train of
It's
thought.
coming in like a locomotive. He's blinded by the light.
Sarcastic new.
And we're going to
You
hit him with
never
our best shot.
Actually, it's interesting because when we're doing VillaCon, you've got your stand up, we're roaming around, and it's like a lot of people pay attention. But then they also pay attention to the pink unicorn that's walking
That's
around.
Pinkie
too.
Pie. I've officially named it Pinkie Pie. I don't know what he named it, but I named it Pinkie Pie.
And then I'll be in, like I said, I'll be going to Flower City Comic Con, and then the end of October, while the Teenage Mutant Ninja on my last first day of school in Pickens High School. No, this is the newer version of it. The new version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm just trying to figure out which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle came out when his last first day of school
the very
was.
first one.
Okay. Because he's an old fuck then, huh?
Probably about as old as we are. But he's actually doing something cool because we talked about it, I think, on my last show. He's gonna do puppets up in Canada for a while, and then he's taking a boat ride to New Zealand to do puppets.
Cool.
And he's in Georgia, so.
All right. For those of you who know, you know. For those of you who don't, watch Deadpool and figure it out.
But
that is all.
What I wanted to ask you is, you're going to be doing lightsaber battles, aren't you?
I always do lightsaber battles every chance I get.
I should say, working with some of the kids at a couple different conventions,
yes,
doing lightsaber battles.
More to conventions is gonna be more when I'm with Saberforge and working with them, but without my Deadpool stuff there. I'm just dressed as my Darthpool. If I'm helping them with their work, their booth, like when I go to Rhode Island, I'll be doing all kinds of different classes and stuff. Because I'll be there in November, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I believe. It's the first week in November, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I'm hoping to be out hunting this year, but it all depends on.
And we're going to try and do some saber things at FC3 because their booth is supposed to be right next to mine.
It's going to actually be interesting at FC3.
AnchorCon's supposed to be AnchorCon. They are right next to me.
My first day of school was August 2nd. The same day Teenage Mutant Mayhem came out. Instead of New Zealand, I chose Cambodia or Thailand for something exotic and easy immigration.
Were you looking for the or what is it? Girly boys or whatever.
Oh shit! I just thought about that. No, when I was in the Navy, there was stories going around about some of the girls.
That's what your problem is? Now you tell me.
No, seriously. There were stories going around.
How'd you fit in the boat?
I don't know.
Okay, because I've been on the Sullivan. I've been in the submarine. And my fat ass can barely get through the ship's corridors.
It's not easy, honestly. It is not easy. Especially
And I
when
hit my head everywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's better than hitting your freaking shins on the bottom of the door. The bottom of the door is called a shin breaker. And imagine having to do that for general quarters and trying to run throughout the ship.
Hell no. I had trouble walking through the ship without bugging my head for
It's really bad on
making
the
myself silly.
It's really bad on the sub because the sub's designed for short people.
Maybe that's what's wrong with me.
But-
Bucked my head too much on the Sullivan.
The Sullivan, that was those doors were not, those doors were actually smaller than normal. The ship I was on was a what we called an ammunition, oilers, and expendables. In layman's terms, it's really easy. It was a floating 7-Eleven that gave away ammunition.
I was going to say something else, but
We gave away diesel fuel, JP5, which is jet fuel, food, and then ammunition. And then I named the oils. And that was, you figure, we went to places that were hotter than fucking hell.
you weren't in the attic I was in earlier. Holy shit balls.
Yeah, some of the attics.
That was Satan's paradise this afternoon.
What were you doing up in the attic?
That's where the furnace was. I had to go check out.
Who would keep, never mind. Who would keep their furnace in their attic?
A lot of people do. The worst part's when they're in freaking crawl spaces. Yep, looks good to me. Have your landlord light it. See ya.
I ain't going under there.
Can't go in crawl spaces without another person.
There's a lot of I did some plumbing. I was a plumber's assistant before I went into
That explains all the plumber's crack you got.
well, actually no, I'm not the guy that plumber's crack. But no, I was a plumber's assistant for a while. And I understand I have a whole
So you're the guy standing behind the plumber?
no, I was the guy who was actually running back and forth to the fucking truck and cutting the black pipe and getting the fittings and all the fun shit.
So you were playing with his plumbing?
And it was just that job was that job wasn't that bad because the guy they put me with was really cool, but it was just the extra work of dealing with everything all the time.
Well, it's good for you. Makes you stronger.
So I decided to start a. I gotta wait for it to pop up there because I can't read it.
That's because you're blind. Get some freaking glasses.
So I decided to start a American style puppetry business in Southeast Asia, mainly the beautiful parts of
You were going to say beautiful farts, weren't you?
beautiful parts of it, like Cambodia and Thailand.
All right, everybody. Mick likes to get crop dusted every now and then. Don't let him fool you. His dream is getting a Dutch oven by Meredith Baxter Burney.
It's good to know how to fit male and female ends of the plumbing together. Hello, Carrie. I knew that was coming.
Well, he was the plumber's helper, so he got to play with all kinds of ends, putting them together.
Actually,
Did you use the lube?
no.
Did you use the plumber's lube?
That was a lot of freaking work, honestly.
You didn't use the plumber's lube?
No.
Oh, boy. No wonder we get so many freaking leaks in the city.
I didn't work in this city. I worked out in Chita, Vegas.
Close enough. I've seen some really shitty plumbing jobs down there.
Yeah, I know. And it's the worst part is having to be under the building, under somebody's house, laying in new gas pipe. Oh my god, it's freaking a pain in the ass.
Yeah. You're talking to the gas guy.
Especially when we had to, when it's like the plumber's under there and he's saying, do this, measure that. He's yelling off measurements, and I'm like, what? So
Well, if you get the dick out of here, you'll be able to hear him easier.
No, because I'd have to stick my head under there.
Oh, you're sticking your head? Oh, boy.
The land of the pink flamingo, don't you know? She's talking about cheat to Vegas.
Yeah, I was at a house today just to get a read. It was for sale. Actually, they sold it. And I'm sitting there thinking, what kind of people were these? There's 2 giant ceramic pineapples on the front porch. Yes, there was.
Somebody liked pineapple on their pizza.
Uh-huh. And maybe their neighbor's pizza, too.
There's a lot of weird ass shit in fucking Cheektowaga.
That was in Niagara Falls.
Oh, up in Niagara. Well, yeah, up in Niagara Falls, it's freaking psychotic.
Hey, we haven't been shot at all week. Somebody else got shot. It's all good.
Yeah, that's actually we don't want a dead Deadpool, because then who would harass me on my show? I ain't bringing on Penguin.
I'm coming back as a freaking ghost if I have to. I will haunt you to the end of eternity just for fucking shits and giggles.
So, we talked about you being in Syracuse. We talked about you being in AnchorCon. We touched on Flower City Comic Con.
And next week is Annie Bash.
And then we talked about Annie Bash.
His spirit is escaping.
I'm trying to think. And yes, I will be.
We need you to come down here, Carrie, and harass me with me. And Kelly. That's what I need. I need Carrie and Kelly here the same night with me, just to harass Mick. Oh yes, that would be fun.
I will be.
I can sit in the middle and be like the sandwich filling.
I will be at
Does that make me the creamy filling between the 2 Oreo cookies?
Well, it's hard to do a puppet theater in most republics, including communist republics. So, what?
So, constituent monarchy would be easy to put my theater service like Cambodia available in Cambodia and Thailand.
Easy come, easy go.
Is that like easy cheese?
Like I was saying, I have a show scheduled for next week. The following week, I will be doing Buffalo Fantastic Film Festival. And I will have hopefully have a show that Friday, because I'm only going up until Thursday. Hopefully I can get enough sleep. But also, just so people know, I will not be on the air September 22nd due to a engagement with the Veterans One Stop Photography Group. We're going to Pennsylvania to shoot pictures of elk and then hitting a couple other places on the way back. So, yeah, I'm not going to be doing my show.
He's going to be playing backdoor bingo with the animals.
No, actually, hopefully, and I'm saying this, the only reason I'm saying this is hopefully they don't schedule the swamp class while I'm away while I'm supposed to be away. Because if I want to go hunting this year up in the Virgin Swamps, I have to take a swamp class again to get my swamp permit. And yes, I already know there are people out there that have put in orders for deer meat.
Mick's got swamp ass.
Hey, Bambi ain't poor. She made millions of dollars with Disney.
Baby's good with barbecue sauce.
Seriously, though, she made some good money with Disney.
She died in the opening credits. Come on. Oh, that was her mom.
That was her mom.
See, Disney's like twisted and sick, you know. They killed the Bambi's mom right in the beginning of the movie. The dwarves are mental health disorders.
And then you've got Cinderella talking to mice and birds.
Oh, whatever floats her boat. If I had her mother-in-law, or for her mother, I'd probably talk to the mice and birds too.
But that kind of subject,
I'm gonna bring some turtle wax. We're gonna shine Mick's head up next week.
what is on your itinerary after the cons? You have another con that's coming up that you're going to be away for?
Yeah, Rhode Island coming up in November, the first week of November. I'll be there with Starforge Sabers. I'll just be dressed as regular or various forms of Deadpool and Hatton Sabers all weekend. Because no matter what my magical hands get on, when I walk around the saber, 5 minutes after I get back to the booth, it sells. Sometimes they even try to buy mine. Sometimes I sell mine.
Sometimes I sell mine.
Then I have to go get another one.
What I would like, one of these, if they had extras, I would like that. I'd like to get my hands on one of those Deadpool whips, but we know those are all sold out. And now my
can see if I can get
comments
you a whip.
are not being shown again. I'm sorry, Nick. It was showing them for a while, and then they dropped off. I don't know what it is with the system. It shows them for a while, and then it just drops them off.
It's New York State. I'll give you that. It's just New York State. I don't know where you're at.
He's in Georgia.
Okay. Well, that explains it right there. New York State doesn't like people out of state because they're probably not liberal.
So, I'm hoping to actually get some money before Flower City.
What I'm hoping for Flower City,
What?
that we just have a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too.
That's it.
It's always a blast going to Flower City, though. For you, it's a blast because you get people that come up to you and want pictures and.
They keep trying to grab my balls. What are you talking about?
Well, don't leave them exposed.
I got more single moms taking pictures of me trying to grab my package down there than I got freaking kids half the time. The moms like Deadpool. What can I say? It must be the dad bod thing.
I'm not saying what I'm thinking.
Oh, go ahead and say it. There is nothing to hold back here.
I'm wondering what Mama thinks about all this.
Oh, she finds it amusing. She just laughs about it.
Yeah, because she knows where you're coming home to at night. And if you didn't come home, she'd find you anyway. She'd call your work and they would tell her where you're at.
No, she doesn't even have the.
Balls are a useful thing.
She doesn't even have the number to work. She calls my phone then I answer when I can. If I'm at work that late, something's wrong.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna be answering the phone anyways.
something's really wrong.
'Cause that means there's some gas going somewhere that's not supposed to be going.
That's one of the questions I've always had is how do they find a blown line underground?
You can smell it.
You can smell a blown line underground.
Oh yeah. Gas goes up. It goes to the nearest hole it can escape from.
Where was I? I'm trying to remember where it was at.
I mean, I went to one gas leak. We're smelling it. We're checking all around. Can't find it. So I'm like, I'm going to walk down the street. Walk down the street on the other side of the road. All of a sudden, I get to a spot. The ground is literally just going like this. It's undulating under my feet.
Yeah, there's your gas leak.
I'm like, found it.
The one time when I was living in Lancaster, I was walking to go to the store, and I walked across this. I want to call it a puddle because it looked like it was about after a nice rain, it was a nice sized puddle.
So you peed.
And right in the middle of that damn thing was bubbling up, and you could smell natural gas.
Well, you could have lit it and found out for sure.
Man,
You know,
But and you know it's really funny because at least by my house the gas company put in the new low pressure lines supposedly. Don't ask me why they wasted the energy to put in new gas lines, but
oh, we're doing that all over the place.
yeah.
It's
But-
because you keep backfeeding them with your natural gas.
But the funny part is that when they put them in, they had to change a meter, and at where I lived,
Probably if it's medium pressure then.
we had our meter wasn't outside.
That's a good thing.
Our meter was in the basement.
Not anymore.
But then they came and they pulled the meter and put it outside, and I'm like,
You know why we pull them outside?
why?
New York State says we have to. Plus, it's also easier access for me to go shut you off.
Why did New York State say you had to put them outside?
Originally, they were outside. The New York State said put them inside. Now New York State's saying put them back outside. They're actually safer out. It's actually a good thing to have them outside. If we need to shut you off for any reason, we can. We don't need to try and break into your house or have the fire department break into your house. And if you're not there,
You know what's really bad is
easy to shut off if there's a fire.
you know what's really bad is I lived in Ishway, down in the southern tier, and our house caught on the house I was living in caught on fire, and we had propane tanks. Those
wonderful.
fuckers geysered
Yeah.
because sorry to say it, the firefighters don't know how to do their freaking job with a propane tank so close to the house.
Well, the first thing they
Now-
do is go turn the valve off. But, hey, whatever.
Well, the propane tanks are designed when they get overheated or they get too high in pressure from heating up that they have a
exhaust.
release valve and they just purge.
Like your ass.
But the problem is if they would have done it
It's
correctly,
purging right now.
if they would have done it correctly, like what we were taught when I was in the military, what we were taught on fire scenes is you have one hose working the house fire, one hose cooling the tanks.
Mick's purging right now.
But we also had to do that for bombs too.
Aren't you, Mick?
Nope.
Yes, you are. I hear it. You say it's the chair, but we know the truth.
Back aches today. So,
Well, stay off your ass and your back wouldn't ache.
no, it was actually when I was sitting in my chair this morning, I was sitting in the wrong position trying to play on the computer and I
But when
just,
you're sitting in the right position, it feels better
yeah.
because things go in easier.
Well, no, I've had chronic back issues for a long time. And it was to the point
Did
where
you drop your tissue box? Is that what happened?
no, what happened was I went into the
Did Pornhub not have enough unicorns for you today?
You have to start, don't you? No, when I was in the Navy, I was doing 55. I was having to lift 55-pound bales of rags, carry them up a metal set of stairs, and push them through a hole in the hatch to get.
Don't feel sorry for you. I did hay on summers.
And that it's a bitch to freaking have to carry those bales.
Try and carry bales of hay and throw them up a freaking wagon all day. Then we'll talk. After
Nah.
1,000 bales.
I'm not I don't like playing with bales of hay. I was trying to see if somebody sent me a message and they didn't. So, and if anybody also Eden Corn Festival is this week. I think it's this whole
It's
week.
tomorrow.
Well, actually, I think it's
Today.
been going on this whole week.
Well, it started yesterday. I don't know when it started. Today's the parade. Is today the parade? I don't know. I'll be there tomorrow.
I'll be there tomorrow.
But I'll be there.
Yeah, Mama said he couldn't dress up like Deadpool.
But if you find me tomorrow at the Eaton Corn Fest, I will have trading cards with me. So come and get your Deadpool trading card.
What's the progress on my business cards?
I still can't figure out how to get the freaking picture that I want to go the way I want it to go. It's telling me to fuck off.
Ain't that? How are you trying to set it up?
I got to set it up so it's a line art, but I also got to set it up so it looks right and it prints right. Every time I keep reducing it, it muddles together.
Oh.
Too many lines, and I keep having to redraw it and take lines out. Because I'm trying to get a camera that looks like you're shooting with crosshairs. There may or may not be a rifle under the camera. It may say smile, wait for the flash. I don't know.
Oh, remind me to show you a picture I got. A friend of mine sent me a while back. You'll get a kick out of it.
It's just hard to work. I'm working on that. I'm working on my games. I'm trying to get Naughty out before next week. At least 4 or 5 copies of it.
That's you're having to burn those, right?
Yeah. I still got to make. I got the game boards made. I got the chip. I got the dice made. I got the pawns made. I still got to do the rule books, and I still got to do the chips. At least one set of chips to go with the game. I have 7 series of chips. I can't do all 7 series by next week. I'll be lucky if I can get 20 chips for 4 games done by next week, with as much time as I have. Because tomorrow's Unicorn Fest. Sunday, I'm actually doing a wedding dressed as Deadpool. Custom ceremony, everything. It's great.
I feel bad for those people. After what you read me, I feel bad for them.
Oh, come on. I'll read you guys the opening line. That's all I want to read. It starts out, all right, ladies and gentlemen, mutants and non-mutants, aliens and time travelers, welcome to the wedding of the century. Buckle up because this is going to be one hell of a ride. That's just the beginning of it. It gets better from there.
Yes, it does. He read it to me earlier. We've got it got quiet quick. I think everybody left us.
No one loves me no more. Kelly just wants to play with balls.
Carrie.
Carrie
Well,
wants to play with balls.
I think I know Kelly would probably say she'd want to play with balls too.
Because you got your balls to the wall, man.
And
Yes, I'm stuck on 80s music tonight, like big time. So
yeah, I'm trying to think what else I got going on. I've got
Mick has thunk so hard that his hair inverted. He didn't cut it. It just went all sucked inside his skull.
I've got the
And it's tickling his brainstem.
oh, I also have Nickel City Wrestling coming up on the 27th. A girl has to be useful for something. I have Nickel City
I would think
Wrestling.
of lots of things, but hey.
I have Nickel City Wrestling coming up on the 27th. That's going to have Super Crazy as a guest. We announced our show for October.
All right, Mick, ready? Stand up.
We also announced our roundtable discussion, which will have some of the past, present, and future wrestlers at it.
I got an idea, folks. If I can get 1,000 likes on my post that I just put up today for announcing Syracuse, Mick gets his nipple pierced. Who's in with me? Come on.
You're waiting to see if you get a response, aren't you? Well, poor Mick's World, I guess. What the hell? Wait, well, I think the puppets are
Porn?
porn crazed,
A bit too
a
much.
bit much, and
Just
just like in the Happy Time Murders.
I liked Happy Time Murders. My wife, not so much. She said something you can watch once. I'm like, wait till I get out of work in 10 years, and I can watch it high. Because when I retire, I'm watching Happy Time Murders and Sausage Party as high as fuck. Just the way they're supposed to be watched.
Happy Time Murders sounded interesting when I first saw the beginning of it.
Come on, there's nothing like a puppet ejaculating all over a room, right? And I will pierce Mick's nipple live on this show. I did body piercing for 25 years. I still got it in me to do another one for him.
There's actually a few of my friends that. Wait, what makes you think it's not pierced already?
All because I twisted it earlier.
Thanks for the save, Ange.
Mine's pierced. I used to have a cross in my tongue. Five piercings, 3 down the middle, 1 on each side.
Oh, damn.
Upside down cross.
That would have to hurt.
32 in each ear.
And then you
Bullnose.
became kinky behind the scenes action. Now my roommate's jumping in. Can we see the piercing? You know, I never said my show was G-rated.
I never said I was shy.
I know, but like I said, I never said my show was G-rated.
Out of all my piercings, I kept the nipple ring for one reason, and one reason only. When I go scuba diving, I can take my car key and hang it on there, and I don't have to worry about losing it.
That's a lot of holes for one ear.
I was bored.
And now his ears are all healed up and he's happy again.
I can still put earrings in.
Yeah, like the ones you wore, the ones you're gonna wear to your niece's wedding, I think it is.
You know, I can always put the Prince Albert back in.
Oh my god. No, I did. I saw that that thing that you showed.
Even their noses were pierced too.
Damn. I saw the post that you put up with all the stuff that you had for the wedding.
I got my black suit, black 3-piece suit with black dress shirt. They're buying me a purple tie to go with it. So when I dress as Deadpool in that suit, I just have a red power tie and the Deadpool mask and a pair of driving gloves with my Deadpool cufflinks, tie pen, watch, and if I want, I can put my Deadpool earrings on. Well, it usually come in a box, too.
There was actually a wrestler by the name of Prince Albert. Then they shortened his name to Albert. And then they turned him into the A-Train and a bunch of other shit. Dick in a box. Hey, that's a bad porn movie.
You know, I did hang out with a few people back in the day.
A few people?
A few.
You had a few friends, huh?
That may or may not have worked for Vivid Entertainment.
I don't even want to know.
Well, when I was in art school, I used to make dildos, custom dildos for a porn shop down the street.
It was on Saturday Night Saturday Night Live.
I made one that was like 4 feet tall, that big around for a bachelorette party.
Oh my god. I don't want to know.
The balls are the size of basketballs. I mean, Jesus.
Let me guess. Gag gift.
I hope so, because if they were using it, I feel really bad.
Do you know why there's no pregnant Barbie dolls?
Because Ken has no dick.
Made out of what?
Latex. And it vibrated.
Like I said, my show's never G-rated. If this show got a rating, I'd probably be listed under
M.A.
Huh?
M.A.
Yeah.
Huh. I used to make them out of latex. They'd have a structure underneath the latex.
Because another box.
I would sculpt them out of clay, make a big mold, and pour latex into the mold. Have it about 2 inches thick. And then the inside would get filled with foam, Put the mechanics in, so it vibrates. Got your battery compartment.
I could have just. Did you even get to see who? Did you deliver it or?
No, they
did
took it
somebody?
up the store.
Damn.
I just made him and took him to the store and got paid. That's all I did.
There's a thing on Facebook, a guy talking about
I had to pay for art school somehow. I mean, come on.
there's a thing on Facebook talking about Barbies and the prices. This guy was going through the list of all the Barbies and they were like $19.95 and then they got to the divorced Barbie. Then they got to the divorced Barbie and she was like, I think the guy said like $6,000 or something.
Yeah, I saw that. My mom's at probably 1,300 Barbies. All in the box. Never opened.
Poor Ken. And the worst part is that he doesn't make it in the Barbie movie either.
You know what? Barbie had G.I. Joe anyways. Ken was just a thing.
I don't even want to know how many G.I. Joes she had. Just like my attic. Yeah, our attic is like stuffed with Barbie dolls and stuff.
I was going to say, did she put you in the attic? Is that where your bottom chair went that made you?
I'm not saying any words.
I'm just asking. You asked me to make it, I made it. I don't know where you put it.
Don't get that started because I'll be getting questions about that later on.
I can't help what you get questioned about. That is not on my agenda.
What I want to do is I'm thinking about.
Do I need to make you the swing now, too?
No, I'm actually thinking about making
You want the
a new
swing.
cosplay, but I need to find what I'm.
His bondage chair's in the attic with the Barbies. He plays with the Barbies while he's up there in the bondage chair. You better check your Barbies. They might not be in the box. Or they might have came in a different box.
Like I was saying, I'm thinking about making another cosplay character. The only problem is I'm trying to.
Man boobs. You need man boobs?
No, I'm trying to figure out the idea for the gun that I want to make, or I want as part of the costume.
Guns are easy.
It's a
I don't think he was fucking them up. I think he was just, he's been lonely.
It's like I want to make a
Now she's going upstairs to check her Barbies.
I want to make like a Gatling gun. You know, like
PVC tube.
yeah, but then the problem is actually motorizing it so it spins.
Not a problem. Remote control car gears. Same thing.
What is that post I keep seeing with your name tagged on it?
All the cars?
Yeah.
That is he's a good guy. He was in a movie that a friend of mine produced and made. He's just he's a guy who lives out in the Midwest, and this is just something he likes to do to pass the time and make friends, and he calls it fake racing. So what he does, he's got his racetracks made up, and he sets the cars up. They roll for position. That's where he sets them up. They go around the track. Rolls dice to make them go around the track.
Oh, so he uses like six-sided die?
Mm-hmm. See, I told you she was going up there to look and make sure you didn't fuck her Barbies.
Make sure you tie a rope to yourself and put a board across the door. You might never come back out.
I've heard tie a board across your ass so you don't fall in, but that's about it.
No, we call the attic the black hole because anything that goes up there never comes back down.
Now, did you see the chair I got for my Santa Claus?
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm also going to use the same chair for Deadpool.
That's nice.
Okay, tell me if this is going a little too far. I'm making my Deadpool setup. You saw the backdrop that hopefully be here next week. Got the chair, got the side table. Now I haven't found the Hello Kitty backpack from the movie yet, but I got the Wham record coming. I've got my radio. I've got my unicorn. So how inappropriate would it be if I put the unicorn on the table, with a box of tissues and a bottle of lotion behind him? And then in the floor, I got an ammo box with a box inside it that says Cure for Blindness, a gun, some ammo, a couple bags of Coke, and some cash.
Oh my God. We got to find something appropriate for. That's not appropriate for cons.
If they don't look in the box, it's only going to be slightly ajar. If you open it up and look in it, that's on you. If you want to sniff the powdered milk that's in there that says Wade's Coke, that's on you too.
Didn't he do? Isn't there a scene in one of the movies where he
He stuffs the bag of Coke up under his mask and pops it.
No, that wasn't.
That's what I got.
You know they're gonna look.
That's not my fault. I don't encourage anybody to touch any of my props
But
because I don't know where they've been
what I'm
or
at,
what Mick's done with them.
what I was asking is,
Because he does disappear with my unicorn every now and then. Comes back sticky.
no, but wasn't there a scene I think in the first Deadpool movie when he was living with the blind lady that he said something about, oh, by the way, it was the fight scene right
Yeah.
before the fight scene.
I had the Cure for Blindness along with a kilo of Coke
Yeah.
somewhere in the house. Yes.
She was tearing everything apart. She was trying to
Oh,
build.
there's also a whoopee cushion in there too.
She was trying to build the
Yeah, IKEA.
IKEA when he lost his legs.
I've thought about building that prop.
You've got the Deadpool head, the talking Deadpool head.
No, I meant the torso with the baby legs. I thought about building that. But I really don't want to carry a sofa with me to cons. I got enough shit. I'm still trying to figure out how to take the skee ball machine. I do have a skee ball machine too.
Are you gonna still set up those card dispensers?
Card dispenser will be there. I'll have the card dispenser goes up next week for the first time. I got to fix one mechanism in it for the coin mechanism and the one. I'm only putting one up, but I just got to trade out the coin mech because it sticks. Because Mick got it sticky.
I have nothing to do with that.
Yes, he did. He tried to lube it up the wrong way. I told him that didn't fit in there, but he tried anyways.
Are you sure that was me and not somebody else?
I told you to push, and you pushed, and you did the wrong thing. That's all I know. I was behind the machine looking in. I don't know what you do when you're on the other side of the machine. That's nothing I can control.
So I'm
And I
trying.
know you can't control yourself, so. He sees that unicorn, and he's all over it. No, I was fixing the stuff in the back of the machine.
You like to watch. She's got you. You like to watch.
What I did in my past when I was younger is nothing that anyone needs to know about.
That is not going to be disclosed.
No. The wife
But-
keeps trying, too. I was no saint. And I drank a lot.
But we're down to like the last 11 minutes of the
But
show.
you know what I did at Wendy's or at Denny's? And you know what? We still think to this day this is the reason Denny's does not sell beer anymore. We're sitting there. It's last call. I get me another beer. One of my buddies is throwing around a condom on the table. Waitress comes over to get the empty beer bottle. I grab the condom, write down the whole beer bottle, set it on her tray. I'm like, this is the only safe way to drink and drive. Very next week, no more beer at Denny's. So see, I've always been like this.
Just a little twisted. So, like I was saying, we're down to the
You
last.
drink twisted teas, so
No, I don't drink twisted tea. I can't drink alcohol at all because of the medications I'm on.
Who said twisted tea had alcohol?
It does. It's twisted tea is
It depends
Has-
on how you twist it.
yeah.
You can just twist it with some lemon and lime. I don't know.
But like I said, we're gonna wrap up. We're like 10 minutes. We're gonna wrap it up. And again, you can see Deadpool at Flower City Comic Con, Anchor Con,
Annie Bash,
Annie Bash,
Rhode
and
Island Comic Con.
in November at Rhode Island Comic Con. I will be at Flower City Comic Con and also Astronomicon at the end of October. If anybody is looking for a photographer, you can feel free to contact me here on Facebook at Mick Rambo Hatton. I'd be more than willing to work with you and set up photography.
I know what we're going to do at AnchorCon.
What?
I'm going to hit you. I'm going to get you with the whip when you're not paying attention. I'm going to light your ass up with that Deadpool whip.
If I come to AnchorCon.
Oh, I'll do it at FC3 too.
Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Stephanie does a show on here. Well, she just started back up doing a show on here recently. She's another one of the Think Twice alumni. We have the
Now,
shows
you got
that
him thinking again.
the shows that I know are coming up. But I have another show next week, and I know Stephanie's probably got another show. Plus, there's a few other ones. There will be no common book tomorrow. There's some things that are going on during the day. I'm so excited. See, I'm promoting other people's shows. Hopefully within the next couple weeks, for Love of Puppets will be back from their hiatus from doing whatever they were doing. But I want to say, everybody, be safe, be strong, and see ya.